Well, Oscar, for start, tell me simply, last season you had a lot of breathing problem, right? Like other races also. What about this winter? It is better now, or some problems again?
No, at this moment I feel quite good. So we start the season also in a different place, because always I start in Mallorca or in Europe, and now it's in Australia with the really hot weather.
Yeah.
So I think can be good for the condition, and also to start in a different team and also in a different race. I think it's good for the motivation.
That was my second question. You have start a lot of season in Mallorca. Now this year in Australia, it is your own choice, or you speak with the team, or it's only you really want to come here?
Both parts.
Yeah.
I think it's important race because it's a pro tour.
Yeah.
And it's more than the decision of the team.
Yeah.
But also I am interested in this race because it's important race, and also I heard that it's really good organized.
Yeah.
So I think it's good race for the start of the season.
All right. But then you come here only for preparation, or you hope, why not maybe win a stage or something like this? There is a lot of opportunity for sprinters. So.
Yeah, I think if you are good, you have to try to win.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You never know. Maybe sometimes you say, "Oh, I am not in a good shape," but then when you are in the race, you feel good, and why not? Riders like me, they have more chances. So maybe sometimes you are not 100%, and in the sprint it's not only to be in a good shape.
So I think, you tell me if it's wrong, but I think there is some guys like Paolini or Florencio which are here with you.
Yes.
Could be interesting also for the sprint, no?
Yeah, but we don't know now.
Don't think about this too much,
No.
just about,
Yeah, first we have to see how I am, and then also how they are. But also the opposite riders.
So now, for the first time since maybe 2003, 10 years ago, you changed team. I suppose that it's something really special for you to have a new jersey.
Yeah.
How you feel before this first race?
Yeah, I think when I see the clothing and I see me on the bike, I feel like really different. But
Yeah.
I think can be good also for the morale, and I will see it's a different thing, and also a lot of different riders, because different countries, and I think it's a good choice.
And so with this change of team, have you also changed your preparation this winter, or it's the same like last year?
No, a little bit different, because I start a little bit earlier, because also the race is earlier. But
why this race already in January? It's to be stronger in March for Milan-San Remo, for example, or it's for something special?
Yeah, but normally it doesn't change a lot to start here or in 2 weeks. So maybe you are less training than if you start in Mallorca, for example. But I think it's not a really problem at this moment.
Because after a while, your 2-3 next races after Australia, you go to Mallorca again?
No, I go to Andalusia.
Yeah, Ruta del Sol.
Ruta del Sol, and then in Italy. In Italy.
All right. Yeah,
races
perfect.
like Eroica or Tirreno Adriatico.
Yeah.
And then the first class.
All right. So now maybe a strange question, but I know that last year with the Rabobank you are not selected for the Tour de France, right? Can we say that finally it was maybe the beginning of the end with this team, with this no selection? I suppose you are really disappointed about this, no?
Yeah, now it's different. I have to do the Tour de France. last year was.
It's a tour now. Sorry, I cut you. It's tour now for this year. You go to the Tour de France.
Yeah.
All right.
So last year the team decided to do the classement, and so I was.
It was a big surprise for you.
Yeah, well, no, it was not a surprise because we spoke in the beginning of this.
All right.
But I was not really agree. But sometimes the team has the last decision. So. And after the decision, I thought that there was more confidence, but then I didn't do the tour, and I was sick in the Vuelta, and then everybody forgot. So I think it was not really nice for me, but sometimes it's like this.
It was again those breathing problems on the Vuelta. You stop after something like 1 week, no?
I started Vuelta. I was sick, so I did 1 week, but also in a bad condition. And then I did the works, but not so many races after the Vuelta.
But that's arrived a lot of time, right? Last year, those problems also in Swiss, no? In Spain, are you not scared that can happen again this year? Are you confident about this? Or?
Sorry?
Last year there was a lot of problem all the year.
Yeah.
You're not scared about this?
No, I have problems only in the Vuelta because before I did a good results.
Yeah.
I didn't win so much, but I was always in the front and fighting for the victories. So I was not really lucky because I was, for example, in Basqueland, I was disqualified, so I think it was a really bad season as a result.
So let's talk a little bit about the team. There is 6 or 7 other Spanish riders on this team, right? Some of them are also your friends.
Yeah.
I suppose it was something really important for you for go to this team.
I think maybe we don't have the same races, but we have to do many races during the season. So for sure that not everybody will be together in one race, but some races always to be with 1 or 2 Spanish riders is good for the mentality and also for the race, because you can understand everything and more easy.
Because I suppose that there was some different opportunities for you for this year, so it was certainly a good point not to have those Spanish riders, even if you don't ride a lot of time with them, but also for training. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think most of the riders I knew from years ago, and they have experience. So I've been with them in the World Championships. So I think it's more easy than if you are not with the Spanish riders.
In the Katusha team, you have a lot of fast riders like, I don't know, Paolini, Vicioso, Galimzianov, of course. What do you think about this team, about all those riders?
Oh,
I mean, especially for the sprints, right?
I think sometimes there are a lot of riders, fast riders in one team, but then we have to see in the race, because sometimes you are not with them. Maybe sometimes the team decides this race we take riders for the classement. So for sure that also in the Tour de France the team will be for the classement, because Menchov is in the team, is a Russian guy. So I think it's not only to have very fast riders in the team. We have to see in which race or how.
What about your relationship with Denis Galimzianov? I mean, maybe you don't know too much again this guy, but I mean, you think you have to share the role of leader in some race with him, or certainly you don't go to the same race? Do you have an idea about this?
Well, I knew him in the first training camp. He was with me in the room, so we have chances, a lot of chances during the season. So maybe when we are together, it's really good for him and also for me.
It's not a problem for you.
No, for sure. I think it's also good because maybe if it's not really important race, I can help him.
Yeah.
And also if it's important race and the race is better for me, he can help me. So it's not the first time that I am with riders like him.
Now let's talk a little bit about your program. You already told me some races after Australia. What about your big objective of the year?
First objective is Milan-San Remo for sure.
The fourth win, yeah, you think about this, it's really important for you.
Yeah. And then the classics, every classic is important. Tour de France, Olympic Games.
Yeah,
and,
so the Tour de France, it's your only Grand Tour this year, no Giro, no Vuelta, only the Tour?
I think I will do only the Tour de France.
Yeah, right. And so what about the Olympic Games? Yeah, it would be good for you also?
The what? Sorry?
The Olympic Games also. You think about this, yeah?
I didn't see the circuit, but I heard that it's adapted, so we'll see. It's one-day race,
yeah.
Also with maximum 5 riders per team, so it's not easy to control the race, and we'll see. It's very far.
One of the last questions, you have already won 3 World Championships, 3 Milan-San Remo, 1 Paris Tour, 4 stages on the Tour de France. For this year, what can we hope for you? Something new, another dream? I don't know.
It's always something new. I think I didn't win many races like Amstel, Flanders.
You think that it's possible to do something like 6 now in the Amstel last year?
Yeah, but it depends. If you find some riders like Gilbert in that shape, it's really difficult. But why not?
Last question. Last year you already talked a little bit about maybe it's my last season.
Yes.
You say again this year, right?
Yes.
It is true. It's your last season now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I decided to continue because the Olympic Games and also. I was not really happy with the season, so I would like to finish my career in a good, with a good feeling.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Perfect.